there's a story, and maybe some of you have heard this. It's called the pineapple story. It's about this missionary that went to Papua New Guinea, and he served the people, he ministered to them, he taught them about the Lord. But he also had a pineapple farm, and that was part of his sustainability. The problem was that during the nights, people would come and they would steal his pineapples. And after trying everything, putting higher fence up, getting dogs, doing the whole thing, nothing worked. These pineapples were just stolen day after day, month after month, year after year. And he got to a place where he was totally fed up with the situation. And he was angry. He said, God, I came here to serve these people. I came here to tell them about you. I've poured myself into them. I told them stealing is wrong. They keep on stealing the pineapples. And God said, that's the problem. They steal your pineapples. It's because it's not yours, it's mine. He said, oh, it's your pineapples. He says, yes, it's my pineapples. And allow me to take care of my own pineapples. Will you take your hands off my pineapples? He said, sure. So what he did was he took signs and he put it around the farm that says, these are God's pineapples. Stealing stopped instantaneously. He said, what happened? They said, well, we'll steal from you, but we're not going to steal from God. It caused him to stay and to teach them and disciple them more. There's also a story about a farmer in Africa. We've got some work that we do with conservation agriculture in Africa and in Latin America. And this guy learned the principles of farming God's way, doing it to honor God, be on time, do it with excellence, on standard, with joy. And we taught the different principles. He went back to his village, he planted his maize, and his crops grew 3 times higher than anyone else in that whole region. It caused a lot of jealousy. And so they decided they're going to destroy his crops and his harvest. And so one night while he was sleeping, a lot of the local people around his village there was a herd of elephant, and they got the elephant to move through his fields and totally trampled his fields. The problem was, let me tell you what happened. He's sleeping, he hears this commotion. He opens his door and it's all these people standing there very angry. He said, what's going on? They said, what kind of witchcraft do you use? He said, what do you mean? I don't use witchcraft, I'm a Christian. No, what magic do you use? He says, what are you talking about? He said, we were jealous of your field. We pushed the herd of elephant to trample your fields, but when they got to the border of your field, they turned around and trampled all our fields. What magic do you use? He said, well, I don't use magic and I don't use witchcraft. This field and this corn belongs to God. He's the owner thereof. Their eyes went this big. That opened the door. He started teaching them what he knew. They all came to the Lord, and today that whole area is an agricultural wonder in that nation. And so that's what happens when you understand that God owns it all. So Adam, in Genesis